What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today for Black Ops 7, we got the Zombies cinematic reveal. And with this, it's sort of an intro cutscene for Black Ops 7 Zombies. It's bringing the two crews together here, the original crew as well as a crew that we've seen more recently. Keeping in mind, I don't really keep up with Zombies all that much. I dabble with it from time to time. I'm familiar with some of the characters, especially the original ones, but I'm not really keeping up with the story by any means. And as a result, I'm not going to be talking too deep about these story elements that are present here. Although I will say, I think they did a great job with this cinematic, and the new antagonist looks pretty cool as well. Instead, I wanted to focus on something that's also going to apply to multiplayer, and this is the guns that were shown off in this cinematic. Now, if you guys missed it, I did make a video a little while back after the reveal for Black Ops 7, pulling out every gun I was able to identify in that, and I was able to find 20 plus weapons out of the 30 plus that we're expecting at launch, according to the developers. And it turns out in this new zombie cinematic we got today, there are a handful of new guns shown that we haven't seen yet until this point. And diving right in, the first gun we see here is this shotgun, which we have seen multiple times in the past already, so this one isn't brand new. After that, in the background here, Dempsey is holding this gun, which again, this one is not brand new by any means. We have seen this shown off a bunch throughout the reveal. And on the right, Richtofen's holding this pistol. We'll get a closer look at it in a little bit. I believe this one is brand new. But before we do that, we have this LMG here, which wasn't actually shown off in any of the reveal footage that we saw in the past. However, we did get this image in the blog post for the reveal, and this was the only place this LMG showed up as far as I could tell, and we really didn't get a good look at it. So this cinematic will give us our first proper gameplay look at this LMG. Then moving ahead a little bit, we have what appears to be a brand new SMG that we haven't seen anywhere yet, or at least I haven't noticed this anywhere yet. And this is the SMG in Gray's hand. We don't get a super clear look at this, but it is clear enough that I can at least cross-reference this with the SMGs that we have seen, and this doesn't appear to line up with any of them. So this one looks brand new, and it looks somewhat reminiscent actually of the Jackal PDW in Black Ops 6, but it's not the exact same thing, obviously. Then after that, we get a super brief glimpse of what appears to be an EMR or something similar to it, and we also saw it toward the end of this cinematic. This is the same gun here. Again, this is one that we have seen in the past with the reveals, very briefly, but it did show up in the reveals. However, we once again have another brand new SMG that hasn't been shown off in any of the reveals, and that's this one right here in Takio's hand. And this is somewhat reminiscent of a B&T APC-9 or APC-45, a little bit different, more futuristic, probably a fictional gun, loosely based on that. And we also see another look at it in Aguinaldo's hands in the background right there. Then we see another look at the Cheek Shredder 5000 from the trailer, although it looks like they fixed up the animation on that, so the charging handle isn't going to be ripping your cheek apart. And that one does appear to be based on an AR platform. And obviously, this one is not new. We have seen it before. And then we get a much closer, clearer look at the pistol that Richtofen has. And I believe this is the first time we've seen this pistol, at least in any sort of a gameplay context. If I'm not mistaken, it is actually the same pistol that Emma Kagan is holding in this image here, but it wasn't shown off in any actual gameplay or cinematics up until this point. So we have no idea what this one is called, but I think it is the same one, just with maybe like a different barrel attachment or something on it. And that's pretty much it as far as the weapons that we saw throughout the cinematic itself. We also get a look at basically all of them as it zooms out and we see all the different characters. So we have covered all of these. However, we also got some images in a blog post that potentially show off some other guns as well. And the first one I want to look at is this image right here. It's sort of like the title image for Zombies. And in this, we have the Peacekeeper, the M8, or we're calling it the M8 because it kind of looks reminiscent of the M8. We don't know what it'll be called in game. And then once again, that LMG with the angled magazine that we just talked about from the cinematic. Most importantly here, though, Takio is holding a sniper rifle, and I believe this is a new sniper rifle we haven't seen yet, because the only sniper rifle we really have gotten a good look at so far is the VS Recon, which is a bullpup, and this doesn't appear to be a bullpup. You can see the magazine just below where his wrist is. So I think this is a new sniper rifle as well. Now, in addition to that, in the blog post, we got this image here showing off all the characters, and we can see in Gray's hand, that looks like an XM4 from Black Ops 6. And in Dempsey's hand, he appears to be holding a Marine SP from Black Ops 6, which is interesting. I don't know if this really needs to be read into all that much. This is just an image to show off all the character models for Zombies, and not necessarily confirmation that those guns will actually be available in-game, because as we know, carry forward is not happening now in Black Ops 7, so it is a bit weird to be seeing Black Ops 6 guns in this context here. Then let's go through the individual character images and the guns they're holding. We once again see what appears to be that AR platform gun, also the XM8 looking gun. Then in Aguinaldo's hand, this one is quite interesting. This is an SMG that didn't show up in the initial reveal at all. However, just recently, when they showed off the changes they made to the Vault Edition skins for Black Ops 7, We actually saw this same SMG in Karma's hands, so this is just showing that one off once again. And that's really starting to fill up the SMG category nicely because the reveal didn't really show us a whole lot of SMGs. Next, Dempsey is holding this LMG here, which is not new at all. We've seen this one show up a ton throughout the reveal. Then after that, Takeo is holding a sniper rifle. This time it is the VS Recon, which is that bullpup sniper rifle that we saw a lot of in the reveal. Then Nikolai is once again holding that same shotgun we've been seeing a bunch. And finally, Richtofen is holding a pistol, although not the same one from the cinematic. This is the Jaeger 45, which we have seen shown off in the reveal many times. And there we go. That's going to wrap it up for all of the guns that showed up in this reveal for zombies, whether that's in the cinematic or the blog post. And that does confirm at least a few extra new weapons. I'm liking the looks of these new SMGs that we're seeing here so far, and I'm glad to see that we are seeing some more SMGs. A little bit confused about seeing Black Ops 6 guns show up, but again, I think that's probably just a marketing image thing, and it's really just designed to be showing off the characters. It's not about the guns that are in their hands, so I don't think this is a teaser that we're going to be seeing those in-game, especially after the confirmation of no carry forward happening. But this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. First off, how are you guys feeling in general about this zombies cinematic in the intro? For those of you guys that are interested in zombies, does this get you really hyped for zombies, or maybe not so much? Is there something you don't like about it? And then when it comes to the weapons, how are you feeling about how the weapon pool appears to be shaping up so far for Black Ops 7? Are you guys generally liking what you're seeing, or maybe not? If you enjoyed this one, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.